It's a beautiful spring Saturday evening, and I can't think of a better time to be spending outside with my family and in my garden. So today I've been separating my seedlings and transplanting some of my frost hardy crops into my garden. I've transplanted out all of my broccoli, and I'm about to do my onions, but first I had to amend my garden beds. So let's take a look. So here are my broccoli that I transplanted out, and I just kind of put some of our compost that we were making just right on top, and that's really where the roots of of these plants are sitting. Whoa. In that compost. What? This is an acorn, baby, from probably a squirrel. You want it?
I think, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's from a tree.
And then over here is where I have my garlic already coming up. And then in this half, I'm gonna put all of my onions. But first I'm going to, like I said, amend it with our compost. I started piling it up over here. And then I decided to work smarter and not harder, and I'm gonna fill a wheelbarrow full instead of walking over one scoopful at a time. So over here I'm filling up my wheelbarrow with compost. We had one, this barrel is ready to use, and that one still needs to cook a little bit longer. Baby, don't do that. That's way too heavy for you. So I'm just filling this up, and then we'll just put it over the bed. So, as you could tell, that was not super easy to get out of there. I mean, these things work great for holding the compost, but this bar meant for aeration gets in the way, and then this is a really tight area to get a big shovel in and out of, but whatever, make it work. And now I got a whole wheelbarrow to put on my garden. Look at that nature boy. Hi, Bubba. Baby. Hey, baby. Oh, hi. What are you doing? You want a garden? Look at all that dirt. Yeah? Are you gonna garden with Mama someday? baby, easy.
Just hang on.
So you're scratching his arm too.
I'd say don't play with that, please. Alrighty. So I just spread that compost evenly. Kind of hard, you gotta kind of work it in between the things that are already planted, but tried to spread the love in there too. And now it's ready for my onions. So chickens in the garden is a funny thing. Chickens and gardening go together very nicely in that chickens do a lot of really good work for you. Like if you want to prepare a garden area, the ground, get the ground nice and tilled up and fertilized, they're great. All this compost that I just put in my garden bed is made from their bedding and their waste. So they make awesome compost. Chickens physically in your garden are absolutely terrible because by nature they scratch everything, which is great for tilling up the ground. However, when you have brand new plant transplants that you just put in, like the broccoli that I just put in, you do not want a chicken in there scratching them up. So Blanche just got into my just transplanted area where I had just put my broccoli, and in one foul swoop she had pulled out an entire broccoli transplant. And luckily, I mean, that's not her intention. That's just what they do because they're searching for worms, which there's a lot of worms in my garden beds because I put them there. So luckily she just kicked up the entire thing, roots and all, and I was able to get to her and pull her out of there before she could do any more damage. So I was able just to take that and put it right back in where it was, and she didn't hopefully do any damage to it. I think it'll be fine. But it's just funny because everyone knows how good chickens are for the garden. They're just not good in the garden. They can be very destructive. So now this bed is ready for some transplants, and I am eagerly ready to put in my onion transplants. So let's get that done real quick. Thank you guys for stopping by today and joining in on our journey here at Bare Bones Living. We'll catch you on the next one.